Yes? Do we all understand? Okay, and we know that when it's time to review the choices for this week, do you think you're gonna get one?
No.
Why not? You tell me, why don't you think you deserve one for this week?
Because
I wanna know your side of the story.
Well,
So you tell me.
because I don't have like consequences.
What kind of consequences?
Like pushing matches.
Pushing matches with two people in the room? Because what I can't seem to understand is why you guys are able to work as a group in here with me, but when you go in class, I'm seeing in Power School that you're not getting along with each other, you're pushing each other, right? You're getting sent to the office. Everybody's gonna have their turn to tell me why they don't deserve it. Your time, Martarian. Why don't you deserve it? Because what?
I choose the wrong thing.
Right. So he followed one of the first rules we talked about. He was accountable. Can you change your statement and make it accountable? It's not your turn, sweetheart. He said he chose not to make the right choice, right? Because whose decision is it? If we get in trouble, if we don't get in trouble? Ours, right? So does it matter who pushed us first?
No.
So I need you to change that statement and be accountable in what you're telling me.
Okay.
Just like he said, give him your example, Martarian.
I choose to make bad choices.
What did you choose to do?
I choose to put them up.
Isaiah?
I had chose the bad thing, and I should have done it again. I should have chose it this time. It was my fault that was my mistake.
Okay. Joseph?
Me?
Joseph?
I make the wrong choices,
What kind of choices?
bad choices.
When you say bad, tell me what that looks like, because we talk about this. So you know what choices are considered bad, what choices are going to get you sent to the office, what choices are going to get us sent to me, right? And we're working towards getting all of these so we can get whatever we want that's on our behavior contract. Right?
The teacher pulled me out of the classroom.
The teacher, but whose fault is that? Is it the teacher's fault or is it Joseph's fault? And how is that?
I can't learn in the classroom
You can't learn in the classroom. Why not?
because I keep getting out. The teacher keep pulling me out of the classroom.
Why is she putting you out?
Bad choices.
Okay, so is the teacher doing that or are you doing it?
I am.
Okay. Does everyone feel like they know what choice they should have made?
The right choices instead of making the bad choice.
You have to be specific. What exactly did you do that you kind of need to turn around from Ms. Long? Because I just talked to her about you two specifically. I know she talked to your mom this morning.
Fine in the classroom. Fine in the classroom.
Martarian?
Calling my name.
Nathaniel?
Timothy.
Joseph?
Being bad.
What does being bad look like for you? That looks different for everybody at the table.
Talking back to the teacher.
Okay? So each of you reflect on that before we do our activity. Because usually when I talk to y'all in the hallway, it's always somebody else did something, the teacher did something. When I can get you in here, you're able to process and say, look, this is a choice that I made, this is a choice I should have made. So where's the disconnect to why we're not able to do this in the classroom?
Because sometimes we be thinking of sometimes we be thinking of negative stuff, and that's why we be doing that.
What kind of negative things? Does anybody at the table agree with what he's saying?
Like, I'm gonna beat you up, bro, or I hit you in your face.
So what you're saying is you're more concerned with what somebody else is kind of saying to you and it's keeping you from making the right decision? Okay, anybody agree with that? Anybody say that that's kind of hard or easy for them to yes? Okay, so when we're focusing on that, just like the activity we did, looks like, feels like, what we want it to be, how we're gonna change it. When we're focused on that negative, or we're focused on what's gonna get us in trouble, is that gonna help us make a good decision, a positive decision? How?
I don't even know.
A bad.
So what would it need to take from each one of you for that to happen? To do exactly what you're doing in here, but how? Because it's easy to say it, right?
When somebody trying to fight you, tell the teacher.
Okay,
For example.
okay,
Or handle it like hurting in a good way instead of hurting it in a bad way.
right. So,
A walk away.
we'll walk away. Okay, so since we're gonna partner up, right, so both of you guys partner up. And so what we're gonna do is, you're gonna have your hand behind your back. And you're gonna, on the count of each three, you're gonna hold up a set of numbers. You're gonna try to count your partners and your amount of numbers. Whoever says the right one first is the winner. We're gonna do it 3 times, okay? So who wants to be partner?
Me and
Huh?
me and him.
Okay, you two are partners, you two are partners. And pair up.
Right here.
What do this supposed to be?
That's in the air for somebody to lay down. Okay. Joseph and Monteri are partners, and Isaiah and Nathaniel are partners. Right?
We'll get the most point that we're so.
You're only doing it 3 times. Okay. So on the count of 3, does everybody understand what's happening first? Y'all gotta face each other.
Oh.
So on the count of 3, you're gonna show your number of fingers. It can be anywhere from 1 to 10. But you have to count your fingers plus your partner's fingers. Whoever has the accurate amount, it says it first, is the winner for that round. We'll do a practice round so you can make sure you got it, and then we'll do 3, okay? 1, 2, 3.
5.
Baby, you gotta show them your hand. Show them your fingers.
6.
Okay, you won that round.
6.
So that was practice. So now you get how it's going?
Yes.
Okay, Monteri said he doesn't. Can somebody explain to him?
When you hold them, your numbers up when you both your partners.
One person said.
If you add it and get the right number, you the winner.
Okay.
So like we're going
Put your hand behind your back. Yeah, you're going to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. You gotta add
6.
the numbers.
You got
You gotta give him a number. Why you not showing him any numbers?
1.
Show him your hand. Okay, Joseph, play with me so they can show how to play with me.
I got 1 over here.
Okay. Somebody, Monteri, you count on.
1.
Count to 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
6. Okay, you did it. Let's do it again. So whoever says it first, that's the winner. Count off again. 1,
2. 1,
Count to 3.
2, 3.
8. You got it.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have to show your partner your number.
We starting over.
And but you have to get the correct number for both of you guys. Yeah, we starting over. 3 rounds. No chance this time. 1, 2, 3.
5, 6. I got that one. I got that one.
Okay, Joseph said Monteri won that round. Who won?
I got that one. I got that one.
Did Nathaniel win all that? You agreeing he won? Okay. 1, 2, 3.
6. I got that one. Both was it.
Okay. That was a tie? Okay. Joseph won that round. That was a tie in this round. Okay. Last round. 1, 2, 3.
6.
Between the 2 of you.
I said 7. He said 8. I had 3. He had 4. I won.
Okay, look. I know that you guys are excited, but you still have to focus, okay? Tiebreaker, so we watch them, so make sure. So now we can have all the eyes on deck to see who's saying it first. Remember, do not show your partner. Do not show your partner your hand until I count to 3. 1, 2, 3.
Go! 6.
Isaiah One. Hands on your back. 1, 2,
30.
3.
He
Hands behind your back.
Oh, you gotta do it at the same time.
Yeah, y'all do it at the same time to be fair.
You said
1, 2, 3.
6.
Y'all pick different numbers. I don't want to see a 5 from Isaiah. I don't want to see a 1 from Nathaniel. But look, one thing I do want to point out. Y'all are able to work together right now. This morning, they said that wouldn't happen in the classroom.
No, I think you could turn wrong.
We can't discuss anybody that's not in here because they're not here to defend themselves, okay? But I want to make note. So when you're saying that you can do it or you're telling your teacher you can, you really can. You're doing it right now. 1, 2. Change your number. He probably saw that. 1, 2, 3.
5.
What was the number? Yeah, Isaiah won. Yeah. Okay. Voices. Make a circle. So we can practice. Make a circle.
I gotta go to the restroom.
That's not how you go through it. Go ahead, take my pen. Okay. Circle. This is what a circle is like, y'all.
Why I need it? It's right there.
Just because if somebody asks you where you are, you can let them know that you're in my class. Okay. Give me that. What you think the purpose of the counting your fingers game? What was the purpose of it?
You gotta say, you gotta say put your hand up, put a number, and your partner gonna put a number at the same time. Then you gotta add it up when they put their number.
Were you more focused on counting your fingers or your partner's fingers?
I want my
Mine. What do you
No, my partner.
Your partner? Those that was focused on counting their partners, do you think they won more or they lost more? Why do you think that is, Mateo?
Because I put my finger up and I don't know what number he got.
Yeah. Should you have already known the amount of fingers that you had? Yes, right. So if you already knew that you had 4, there was no reason for you to count the 4. You should have only been counting or adding to whatever number your partner showed you. That cuts down on the time of you being able to count them together. But if you know that you have 4 and he has 1, I already know I have 4 in my hand, so what's my answer going to be quickly? 5, right? But if I'm focused on recounting my numbers and my partner's numbers, what is that doing?
Taking too much time.
Taking too much time. And we can see by Joseph, you won. What was your strategy?
Adding because
Were you adding yours or your partner?
I would add both eyes together. I already know what I had up, and then I thought he was gonna win, but he said 8, and I said 7, because I know 4 + 3 is 7.
Right. So he said something key. He already had made his mind up. Right? You already knew and decided what your number was going to be. You should have only been focused on their number. Right? So if you know what your number is and you're adding to them, it doesn't matter what number they choose because your answer is not changing, correct? Okay, so why is it so important to make up our mind before we're faced with a choice that's going to get us in trouble?
So we can get it right. I mean, no.
so we can.
Can you read?
Why is it so important to make up your mind before, to make a choice before you get in trouble?
Because,
just like you did with this game.
Because you might do something wrong.
Right? You might do something wrong, Joseph. What else?
You might say the bad thing, like calling people bad names.
You might make it like a mistake that you won't regret.
Right. You might make it something you're not regret. But if we're prepared, right, we already know what choice our mind's already made up. No matter how upset we get, no matter what kind of consequence a teacher gives us, we know how we're going to react, right? Because we've already put our plan in place and we say, you know what, if I get upset, this is what I'm going to do. If someone calls me a name, this is what I'm going to do. But if you're not prepared and you don't have that choice or your mind already made up, you're subject to react any kind of way, right? Is that the kind of behavior that your teachers have seen this week?
Kind of.
Kind of. So I need right now, I'm going to give you 60 seconds to come up with one issue that you got in trouble about this week and make a choice of how you're going to respond when you're in that situation next time. So that means if you're at the locker and y'all are having the push fights, what's happening with that push fight? What decision do you need to make so that you're not in that push fight?
Bad call.
No, think it to yourself, don't tell me. What situation what choice do you need to make sure that you're choosing to do your work? Because when you refuse not to and then you walk out without permission, you're not hurting your teacher. You're missing what you need to get for your class, and you're not getting a grade. Right?
Walk away where the learner tells you.
Yeah, but y'all always tell me that, but when you go in class, you don't do it.
Stay calm. Who is?
Hey, I'm in session. So who has the freedom to choose? Right, you do. So does it matter if Terry has a choice for you and your mind's already made up about how you're gonna get to it? Does his choice affect what you have made up in your mind?
Can you say it again?
He said no. Do you understand what I'm asking? So if you already made up in your mind that when I get to the point where I'm so mad at Ms. Long, I don't even want to do her work because I want her to be upset because she's mad here.
Good afternoon, teachers and scholars. The time is now 1:25. It is now time to prepare for our dismissal. Bus riders, you may begin to line up to prepare for dismissal. Thank you.
About the children.
And you've already thought that in your head. But now you have a plan. You said, I made up my mind. When I feel like this, I'm going to ask for a break. I'm gonna count to 10. All these things y'all tell me in here, you have to make sure you carry them in the classroom. Because that's when it matters. And all of you have had good weeks where you have done that, and I've checked in with your teacher, and they said, you know what, they really focused on their goal that they said they were gonna do this week. So whichever one you choose today, I need you to stick with it. Because I've got too many bad reports this week on you guys. And I'm trying to defend you. I'm like, they work fine when they're in the group with me. So why can't they work together in the classroom? What's going on?
I think what's going on, people trying to make them fight and turn against each other.
No one can make you do anything. Then we just said we already made our mind up. Who makes the choices for us?
Us.
And our choices determine if we're gonna do what? Have good consequence or bad consequence, right? So does it matter if somebody's trying to make us do something? Who has the choice to say yes or no?
Me.
Right. So it's up to you guys, what kind of choice you're gonna give them, right? We're not gonna be able to go over our math, anxiety, this one right here, everybody come so I can make sure you have this one.